All right, so Mr. Beast said something kind of crazy in an interview with Joe Rogan. Basically, he said that you can triple your views by doing this one thing. Listen to this.
Like, you could, theoretically, most YouTubers watching this, you could pull triple the views with half the work if you just had better ideas. Like, no joke, it's that extreme. And so once you realize how important an idea is, you just obsess over, well, how do I get more ideas? How to get better ideas?
So there is no doubt that for Jimmy, the idea is essentially the secret sauce of the entire video creation process. So he hyper obsesses about making the best ideas possible. So what he's done even for himself is he is really focused on how do I come up with better ideas. So today I'm going to tell you how he was coming up with viral video ideas even before he had millions of dollars to spend. But before we get to that, there's one thing that you need to remember about ideas in general, and it's that quantity leads to quality. So if you want to have better ideas, you must first have more ideas. So there's one main way that Jimmy was coming up with video ideas, and the great thing is you can actually steal this because it's super simple and anyone can do it. So what he would do is he would go to his room, he would grab a pen and paper or his phone, and he would set a timer for 1 hour. And what he would do in that 1 hour is he would brainstorm. Incredible, I know. But I think what really took it to the next level was he did this every single day. And this has actually helped him so much. He said that now at any given time, he has probably 500 plus viral video ideas that they can make just because he's put in the work of showing up every day, putting in an hour of time to think of the best ideas. And you can actually see this in his early videos. Even though he didn't have lots of money to spend, he would just think of these crazy ideas that would be super clickable and almost bound to go viral. Now, I've actually started doing this for myself, even though I've done it on a smaller scale. I'm only starting with 30 minutes a day. But even though I've only done it for 30 minutes a day, I'm able to come up with 200 plus video ideas in just a couple days. Now, they're not the best video ideas. A lot of them are almost embarrassingly bad. But again, that is a part of the process. And if you want to have better ideas, you need to have more ideas. So it's super important during this process to say there are no bad ideas, to give your mind freedom to think of anything that you can think of. So when you do that, your mind will go into some crazy directions, but you will have more ideas. But I will tell you, when you start doing this for the first time, you're gonna be almost sure that it does not work. Because what happened for me is I sat down, I set my timer, and then for the first 13 minutes or so, I stared at that blank page, not being able to think of any ideas at all. Not even bad ideas. I couldn't even come up with bad ideas. So I'm like, how am I gonna come up with hundreds of ideas if I can't even come up with a couple? But that's, again, part of the process, so just stick around, show up for 30 minutes or an hour every single day, and you will have more ideas. So that's kind of the main way that he was coming up with ideas, but now I want to give you a couple of very specific ways that you can fill that hour of time and how you can come up with better ideas for your own channel. So this first strategy is going to be called reconnaissance. Now, it sounds much more dramatic than it actually is, but what you want to do is you want to gather intel on the competition. Now, an exercise you definitely need to do if you haven't already is find 10 or 20 different channels in your niche that are doing really well. And what you want to do is you want to go to all of their videos, and then you want to see what videos are outperforming all of their other videos. So the ones that are doing really well for them. And you can either add these to a playlist so you can reference them later, or just write down the video ideas. Now, you don't want to just steal these ideas. What you want to do is you want to look at the video idea and then ask, how can I add a twist to this, or how can I make it my own? And the reason this works is, despite common belief, when you make a new video, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can take inspiration from other videos that have already worked. So you want to see what's worked and then add a twist to it and make it your own. Now for strategy number 2, you want to make your way down to the comment section of these videos. And you want to ask yourself 2 questions. What are people asking, and what do they want to see more of? So essentially, this is going to be the audience that you are going to try to get to your own videos, and look at the questions that they're asking. Okay, what do they want to see more of? What are the questions they have with that content? And again, you want to write these down and think, how can I make videos to give them what they want? So those ways of coming up with video ideas are great, but there's one more that is probably my favorite when it comes to coming up with video ideas. Because if you do this, then you're gonna be able to come up with video ideas that have never been done in your niche. So we're gonna make our way down to the trending page. The trending page is all the videos that are doing well right now. So what you want to do is find different formats of video or different types of videos. One good example of this is a lot of people on YouTube are doing a video called I paid 3 people to blank. So a couple examples of this would be, I paid 3 designers to make me a logo, I paid 3 people on Fiverr to make a Fortnite montage, or I paid game developers to make the same game. So look for those different types of content and then ask yourself, what would this video look like but in my own niche? And if you put all this into action, I promise you, you are gonna come up with better ideas and you may even triple your views. Hey, if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time.